Hi, this is Ghost, and I am back in the world of the internet. Well, at least for a few days anyway. Unfortunately, I'm going back home on Monday just because I've got to go back to work again. I have got a few days off today because it was pissing with rain, and I shall explain why I am taking a day off because it was pissing with rain. It does sound a bit wussy, but there is reason for it, and very good reason. But yes, so I am back for a few days. I'll make a few videos whilst I am back this weekend, and hopefully get a few gameplays because I was looking through my folder and I've got like 2, which is not particularly great. Also, I'm going to make some commentaries up. So I've got some saved up for while I'm away, and I shall try and get one of my friends to upload them over sort of maybe 1 or 2 a week whilst I'm away again. So you should be able to listen to me over your Christmas break and enjoy yourselves. And hopefully I shall keep you active, because last time I took a little bit of break, I made rather a lot of inactive subscribers. But yes, anyway, this gameplay, I'm not entirely sure what it was. I'm guessing it's an MP7 with grip and extended mags, but I'm not sure. Hardline toughness and tap mask I can say for definite, because I saw that. Using a stun grenade and a frag grenade. I know it's not that sort of advanced a class. I don't know. It's not my usual class because I was ranking up, so I didn't have everything unlocked. But yeah, I thought this worked quite well. I can't say whether it's still a good class because I know they've changed quite a lot. Since I've been away, they've patched it, and hopefully they haven't ruined anything. The patches are a bit sort of hit and miss over the last sort of Call of Duties. Modern Warfare 2, they screwed up with a patch. They made the Model 1887, which was, let's be honest, it was a little bit overpowered when they first brought it out. I'd hate to say it because I loved using that. It was so much fun. That was one thing. Although I hated Modern Warfare 2, just because of the stupid things like the snipers and the noob tubes and the one-man army crap. Yeah, that was crap. The rest of that game was so much fun. It was just an enjoyable Call of Duty to play, other than maybe the nuke as well. That needed to go as well. So take those things out. I think it was probably one of the best Call of Duties, especially for connection. It didn't really matter what connection you had, it was just really good for it. So I think maybe take notes on that, guys, for the next Call of Duty. Don't try and be too clever, which they've possibly done a bit with this game. They've tried to be a bit too clever, which is annoying. But I think they made a really good game. There's just a few short failings on it. I think the skill-based matchmaking was a dumb idea. The connection is not brilliant, and the match, just finding games. It never seems to find any games. Because I think it's trying to be clever and put you with people who are similar to you, it spends way too long finding games and finding lobbies and everything. If you take that out, it'll find games faster. So I think it would sort of deal with that problem. But yeah. So I'd like them to take that stuff out. I'm sure they probably won't. Maybe they will. Hopefully, if enough people complain about it, they will take it out. But who knows? Yeah, the rest of this class, that's the class, isn't it? I've talked about the class. I think I probably don't have a secondary, so we'll assume that that's that. Kill streak wise, it's my usual sort of low-level ranking up, which is Stealth Chopper, Lodestar and VTOL Warship. The only one I really like out of these is the Lodestar because they don't seem to shoot it down too often, and it gets a hell of a lot of kills. The Stealth Chopper, it can work really well. I've said it all before. It can work really well, but majority of times it doesn't. And the VTOL Warship is very much the same. It can be amazing, but most of the time they tend to shoot it down, so it's not always that great. Got really lucky there. Don't know how that hailstorm didn't kill me. But yeah, I think that's all about the game. Yeah, said it was an American lobby, 69 and 6, I think, with 3 caps and 17 defense. Yeah, that's the final score, I think. Yeah, so first half went really well. I think at the end of the first half, I was 41 and 4. Second half, I fell apart. Do that a lot. But yeah, anyway, so where was I going? Yeah, I need to get some gameplays. As I said, I think I've got like 1 or 2 left. As you can tell by the quality of this, it's not really the sort of standard what I'd like to upload. It's not really the greatest gameplay in the world, and it was probably with one of the better guns in the game. So yeah, not my preferable thing, but I was looking through and I've literally got nothing. I've got a couple of things, and most of them are all where people have left halfway through, so I've got the first half of the game, which is annoying. And that's another thing with the skill-based matchmaking, just because everyone, if you're getting your shit kicked in, you don't want to stay in. If you're a fairly competent player or a good player, you're not going to stay in there and just get beasted on by kill streaks or sat there with a VSAT up all the time. It's not enjoyable to play, and I'm no different. If someone on the other team if I join in the game or start a game and all my teammates have gone in, not killed themselves, but got killed by this one chap, and he calls it a VSAT and a Lodestar, I'm not going to stay in that. There's no way I feel I should die to that when it's my teammates who've given it away. So yeah, I can't blame people for leaving, but it's annoying, and I think it's more noticeable now because of the skill-based matching. But anyway, yes, moving on to why I took the day off because it's raining, because I've completely swam past that and talked about utter crap for a while. I'm not sure what I've actually said in the last 3 minutes. But yes, the reason I'm taking a day off because it's raining is because I've been working at my dad's company, and we've been doing some roofing on an old barn. And if you know, you can't really do roofing in the wet. It's not particularly the safest thing climbing around a roof in torrential rain, which it is a little bit at the moment. The rain is unbelievably heavy today. I was a little bit worried when I was driving back to Brighton today, because I had to come back to pay my rent and sort out a few things. I wanted to make some videos and do some stuff sort some stuff out of the uni and have the internet at least for a few days. Yeah, I was driving down the dual carriageway, and there was so much standing water on the road. I was kind of worried I was going to aquaplane quite a lot of it. And it's amazing how ill-prepared some people are for driving in the adverse weather conditions. They just have no idea. I'm not going to go through it because I don't want to give bad advice, or maybe possibly wrong advice. So with the way I've always been taught is you don't brake when you go into standing water, but people seem to jam on the brakes and then sort of go a bit wibbly. I'm not the greatest person in driving. The other day I had probably one of the closest calls I've ever had. Well, not ever had. I've had a very close call the other day, and it was horrible. There's a really sharp bend in the road by our house, and there's on this bend there's a road that comes out, which is the road that I come out of to go to work. I came along this road and I braked coming up to the junction, and I just didn't stop, just carried on sliding. And there was a big old ice sheet there, and I just slid on this ice sheet all the way out into the middle of the road, and I was fucking shitting myself. Sorry for swearing, but there was no other way of saying it. I was literally cacking my pants. Fortunately, though, very fortunately for me, there was no one coming, and I managed to get away with unbelievably luckily get away with sliding out into the middle of the road, and I just carried on driving. So I just went out, slid out into the road, and just drove on. And so fortunately there was a big enough space for me to come out, which was unbelievably lucky. So I always count my lucky stars at that point. I was like, oh, this could go very, very badly. If it had gone any other way, if the car had been coming, he'd have gone straight into the side of me, T-boned me, and that might have been the end of me. So I was counting my lucky stars. I was very lucky, very fortunate that was the way it happened. But anyway, moving on. This gameplay commentary is coming to an end, so I hope you enjoyed this. I shall upload a video over the next few days, and yeah, we shall see you then. And I'm going to have to test out what they've done in this patch. Hopefully they haven't ruined the game like they have in previous ones. Hopefully they've kept it to a similar set of patching styles they did in Black Ops 1 with the FAMAS, where honestly I didn't know they patched it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you later. Goodbye for now.